Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the It Doesn't Matter podcast. And we've got myself, Strapfax John. We've got Poppy Platano.
What's going on, baby?
We have returning featured guest, BDC. And we've got the host of the show, the notorious one, Dom. Boom. All right, and we're here to discuss my choice for this week's show, WCW SuperBrawl IV, and they're not like WrestleMania where you can count them so easily, but this took place in 1994, headlined by the Nature Boy Ric Flair and Big Van Vader, but there's lots of things going on the card. So Dom, what do we got going on with WCW SuperBrawl IV?
I want to know, why did you choose WCW SuperBrawl IV? Because you weren't a WCW guy, so it caught my attention. What's up with that?
Well, the things that you don't know might be curious to you, and WCW is a curious product to me. I know that you like WCW growing up, so that's interesting as well. And the period, well, basically all of from 1990 to the Nitro debut, it's still kind of a mystery to me. So, because there's so many things that happened, and when you look back, you're like, you look at the Attitude Era, you're like, man, WCW Nitro stole all the WWF guys. Man, well, WCW had all the top stars from the Attitude Era. It had Goldust, Stone Cold, Mankind, Triple H, even his lordship Steven Regal. He was there for, a long time. So it's just kind of like, what if you were watching this as it happened and you saw like, hey, that's Johnny B. Bad. What's he doing on Monday Night Raw? And, so it's your perspective is skewed by that. My perspective is skewed by that. So it's just a fascinating look back, and you're like, did Stone Cold Steve Austin ever wrestle Sting? You damn right he did. Yeah. And Super Brawl 4 is proof of that. So that's learning more history is never a bad thing. So that's why I chose this show, because it was fascinating to me. I didn't know anything about it, and that's why I wanted to check it out.
That's good to know. Well, you are cordially invited to the WCW Nitro Podcast, Episode 6, with me and BDC. It's only 45 minutes of your time if you want to check that out and see all the good nostalgic act. See what we've been talking about.
WCW Monday Nitro starring Randy Anderson, the ref.
Yes, Randy Anderson.
That dude has been involved in everything.
Yes, and we seen this later on the night, the way he was posing in that damn Arn Anderson match and Lord Steven Regal. But all right, Super Brawl 4, it kicks off. It's in Albany, Georgia. They show a video package of the show, and we have 3 title matches. And we see Ric Flair. He's in the gym. He's getting his workout in, and he's saying he's in the best shape of his life and that he's going to run Vader. And we see Ric Flair running up and down the stairs. We see Ric Flair doing the roll, the back machine, got the gold bracelet on, and typical Ric Flair. Woo! All right, but we got my man Tony Schiavone and Bobby the Brain Heenan on commentary. And our opening match is supposed to be Johnny B. Bad versus Michael P.S. Hayes. Michael P.S. Hayes, he's in a wheelchair, and we see gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, or Jimmy Jam Garvin, whatever the hell you want to call him. He looked like Burt Reynolds, looked like Ray Finkel. He looked like a damn pilot with that damn haircut. I didn't recognize who the hell he was at one time. But
well, he got one thing right. He was a pilot.
Yes,
commercial pilot.
He took 2 years off, got his pilot's license, and he's back. He's a free bird. And it was crazy. I remember like this pay-per-view from the old VHS days my grandfather used to have, and I remember this opening segment of Michael Hayes coming down to the ring. But I never seen the match that actually took place because, somebody probably just dubbed it and recorded Jerry Springer or some shit like that. But that doesn't matter. That's another story for you.
Recorded on tape, you say. Yeah, one of the sites I saw said this show is never released on VHS. So that's a bootleg copy, baby.
Nah, heck no. You got the VCR and you record the pay-per-view and you good. You mail it from San Diego to New London, Connecticut, the NLC, and that's how you watch it a week later. Bootleg. That's it. But Mean Gene comes out, interviews Michael P.S. Hayes, and then the commissioner at the time, Nick Bockwinkel.
Yep.
He comes out, and then they say a freak accident occurred. He slipped down the stairs, and then Jimmy said, "Oh no, he slipped on banana peel." And then Mean Gene, "Oh, do you have a doctor's note?" Of course, Mean Gene, he don't get to the bottom of it, but Nick Bockwinkel said that there's a contract that's in place, and if you guys don't know, I know because this is my thing. There's something called the Freebird rule. If one guy can't perform, another member of the Freebird could. So Jimmy Garvin has 45 minutes to go find some wrestling gear. What do you think about that opening segment for Super Brawl IV, Albany, Georgia?
Honestly, why would you do that in the beginning of a pay-per-view? Like, don't you want to start off hot with a match? Like, get involved. You're paying for, I don't know what pay-per-views were, maybe like $20 back then. That's a lot of money comparable to what it is now. It's probably like $60, $70. Mm-hmm. You're basically doing like a Monday Nitro or a Monday Night Raw. Granted, it wasn't even a thing at the moment, but
Raw was.
Raw was?
Yeah, Raw came out in '93.
So maybe they stole from that, where maybe they had a little bit of a segment and then they jumped to what they really wanted down the road. But I just wouldn't do that. Start off hot, give us a match that we want to see, and maybe explain why Michael P.S. Hayes slipped on the second match, or like backstage. Hey, Michael Hayes was supposed to have a match with Johnny B. Bad. It was supposed to start off, but because of that, we had to switch things around. Cards subject to change, yada yada yada, and then you find Jimmy Garvin. But I don't know, not the way I would have started this pay-per-view. Kind of started off lackluster, but
yeah.
WCW, baby.
Yes, well, that's how they kicked off the show. But our opening match, we have Harlem Heat of Kane and Cole taking on Thunder and Lightning. Platinum. Who the hell is Thunder and Lightning? As a matter of fact, who the hell is Kane and Cole?
I know who they are now.
Yes.
They are Booker T and Stevie Ray. Kane is Stevie Ray. Cole is Booker T.
Yep. And as far as Thunder Lightning is concerned, Thunder is a dude, Clark Haynes, who was only with WCW for the length of Thunder and Lightning, and he left wrestling as soon as they ended. And Lightning would later become Fake Sting.
Really?
Yeah, that was Jeff Farmer.
Jeff Farmer.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the dark hair one.
He didn't look as big as he would be as a Fake Sting down the road.
Yeah, the tan.
He gained some weight too. Jeez.
Oh, Lord. Strap, what are your thoughts on this match right here? For me, it was nothing special. Thunder and Lightning looked like they just came from the power plant, and Harlem Heat got the win.
You know, if the fans of the It Doesn't Matter podcast wonder how we watch these shows, you watch them while you eat dinner. Popeyes, perhaps, or any other chicken joint of your choosing. Well, here I am. I got my meal. I don't even remember what it was. Ready to strap on down and watch this pay-per-view. And I'm like, you want to watch something, you know, mildly entertaining at least? You want to watch anything that's entertaining. That's the point. And I considered just skipping these first three matches. It's like, these matches do not matter. And I wanted to go right to the 30-minute TV title match. But I was like, you know, you can find maybe you'll find a few gems in the beginning of these shows. Like maybe you'll find an interviewer like Scott Dunlap, and you might find one of those coming up later in the show from Germany.
Yes.
But
Jesus.
yeah, this is still very early with Kane and Cole as Harlem Heat, and yeah, the future NWO Sting. Like, there's this clip online where he had like a tryout match in the WWF, and I forget what they called him. They just call him like Violent, not Violent J, but not Insane Clowney, but something like that. And you know, Howard Finkel was like, "Here he comes, Violent J," and he just comes out there. He looks like. It's like, dude, aren't you a veteran by this point in 2001? You've been in the business a while. Comes out, doesn't look like he gives a crap. He's what do you call it when you're bloated on steroids? You know, you look terrible, but you still look good in shape, kind of, you know. And that's where the clip ended. But it's like, here comes this is what happened to Jeff Farmer, NWO Sting. Popular in Japan, used a lot there, more than stateside. But here they were, Thunder and Lightning, as just a generic tag team. And at this time, you wouldn't know who would be, who would you put your money down on, Thunder and Lightning or Harlem Heat?
Harlem Heat.
And
Harlem Heat.
They had the look.
you wouldn't know. These guys could be the next big thing. WCW would always push these random dudes out there, and it would, I was just thinking of High Voltage, Rage and Chaos.
Yeah.
Well, they stole that name from the young, great Matthew Hottie.
Yeah, the Omega 5. And everyone's favorite from 1996. No action figures. Techno Team 2000. Just the best.
From 96, 2000.
But it was fun. They had good action. Nothing went terribly wrong, but just basic stuff. But still could have skipped it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have missed a damn thing.
That match doesn't matter.
It doesn't. It was more of a highlight of Harlem Heat for what they were to become as tag team champions before they became
Facts.
champions.
Yep. Although I would give them credit for the picture-in-picture where they, for some reason during the middle of the match, which didn't matter, they put in a scene of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ric Flair, and Arn Anderson in the locker room.
Yeah.
And I guess we were supposed to know that they were talking strategy, but no one could hear them because there was no audio. So they put something that didn't matter in a match that didn't really matter. But picture-in-picture.
I'm trying to figure out when did Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair become friends?
They didn't, as far as I know.
Well, I think storyline wise, they basically were good rivals, and he didn't like the way, I guess Rick was being treated. So he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna stick my foot in there, regardless of what happens. I'm getting a title shot."
Yeah.
It makes as much sense as Sami Zayn rejoining the Bloodline. Ooh, don't want to go there, do we?
Yeah.
This is a WCW show. We're gonna talk about Hogan at some point later on this show, but
Yeah, man. They're
Yeah.
pushing his button right
Actually,
now.
Yeah.
Any chapsticks, Tom?
no, I got some in my pocket. I'm good.
They're taping Thunder in Paradise down at MGM Studios, and I ran into the Hulkster, and I asked him his thoughts on WCW.
Was he even on signed by then?
No, I don't think so, but obviously, like I said, you can see them like planting the seeds and kissing his butt.
Yeah.
I would think so, because you don't want to mention a name like that and not get him on your programming, because that's one of the biggest names at that time, and to even mention him on WCW, you're not gonna do that unless you got him signed, sealed, and basically about to be delivered.
Yeah, like later on the show. Oh, I have a friend that was in Clearwater watching the show right now.
Mean Gene, we already know. Damn it.
Yeah.
I think at this time they're loading up the roster with his friends. Big Boss Man.
Yep.
I don't think Jimmy Hart was there yet. Mean Gene, Bobby Heenan. Even though they were rivals on screen, they were really close friends in real life.
Yeah.
So they're getting this place where they're like, we're putting in the furniture that you like. We're stocking the fridge with food you like. Real American beer you like. Come join us, Hulkster. And there's another dead giveaway that Hulk wasn't a part of WCW yet. Harlem Heat won the opening match.
Oh my God.
All right, that's okay. That's a lie. That's a lie
John,
because I actually heard that Hulk Hogan was a big fan of Harlem Heat. Guys he could beat up later.
Slap
John
that.
with the line of the night.
Yep.
In the
Let's just
first
end it.
5 minutes. God.
Mark clip.
Yeah, please mark that.
Mark Clip.
Who guys remember from the show? I don't know. I marked the clip in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
14
after
minutes.
Around minute 14.
After this, we see Mean Gene Okerlund. He's backstage, and he's in front of Ric Flair's locker room, and he said there's a lot of security backstage because Vader said when he sees Flair, he's going to take his ass out. That's right. But our next match, we have the Equalizer. Do you guys know who the Equalizer is?
Denzel Washington?
Nope, not that guy.
Okay.
Not
Black
Queen
guy.
Latifah either.
Yeah.
The Equalizer, that was the ultimate Hulkamaniac. That was Dave Sullivan,
Yep.
Kevin Sullivan's brother back in the day.
Eugene's
The
father.
dyslexic one.
Yes.
Evad.
Yes, that was Eugene before Eugene.
Yeah.
Wait. That's the actual Eugene
No,
Dad?
I'm just
No.
No, not. I'm saying like his father, the actual Eugene, the story behind him. Oh,
no. You
Nah,
use some
he was just
Make-A-Wish kid,
he
I
was
think.
literally just brought in as the dyslexic brother of Kevin Sullivan.
okay.
Yeah, and he
Lost
takes
his
on
equalization.
yes, and he taking on Jungle Jim Steele. And
my
you
God.
guys don't know who Jungle Jim Steele is. He looked like a fake Superfly Snooker.
I looked at him. I thought he was like a more of a Kerry Von Erich.
Yeah, he was
Just-
like a Kerry Von Erich Ultimate Warrior snooker hybrid.
It was like he had the look. The match.
The skills was not there.
It
Did
wasn't
y'all look
there.
him up, see how long his career lasted?
I gotta say at least 6 months.
BDC, I know you did the research.
Well, I mean, apparently the dude did well before WCW, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about.
I'm just saying, how long
Yeah.
did he last after this?
But I don't think he really lasted all that long after this.
He didn't last that long. The match was nothing special. Steele won
No.
with his Luthez press pin.
Which had a name.
Hey,
Steel-
What was the
the
name?
steel trap.
Steel trap.
The steel trap.
Jesus.
You know who's gonna be doing that soon in AEW? Jungle Jack Perry.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a man list.
Lord.
Yeah,
He won't
this
do.
what-
He won't do it. He doesn't have the size to be able to get away with that.
Terrible.
Jungle Jack Steele coming out to
He
Music that was originally set aside for
Halloween
Halloween.
should be the central perk.
That
I thought this guy was
like
like another because another WCW show there's a really a Tatanka knockoff. I couldn't think of anyone to compare this guy to. So yes, a very Jimmy Snuka of the era.
Yeah.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Snuka would be going many years back, and I thought this was another Tatanka knockoff, but
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
terrible.
I
Nothing special.
couldn't even give him that much credit.
All right, well, we see Mean Gene again. He's this time he's with Nick Botwinkle and Ricky Steamboat, and then just like Strap says, Steamboat said he's going to get the winner of Vader and the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
I hope
Yeah.
Steamboat did the promo in the style of him losing his voice.
Mark Cliff.
If you've never seen that real clip of Ricky Steamboat in the 80s after Macho Man dropped the axe on him and on his throat, and he had to relearn how to speak.
I
And they
didn't
had
see
these-
that one.
They had these promos where Ricky Steamboat at the vocal specialist trying to learn how to speak. Ricky, what can you say? You're trying to seek revenge. Can you say that? It's true. It's true. It's damn true.
Well, Mark Cliff.
Oh,
3 clips, John. You hot right now. Okay.
He's Jey Uso before Jey Uso became Jey Uso.
not even a yeet.
Yeet! That's actually, they combined those sounds and they made the beginning of Tatanka's music.
Oh my God.
Yo, that's funny. Oh, John is on one. 3 for 3.
Yep,
brother.
he on
3 for
one
3.
tonight, folks.
As you know, I mean, I know these stories because he's my uncle.
And you got WWF Magazine.
Jealous.
I'm not jealous.
I'll give you I'll trade you for that Bobby Lashley figure.
Go ahead, Bobby's right here. Hurt business.
It hurts. It hurts.
Lashley.
the trash.
Lashley.
The cash. Ace Ventura. Lashley.
Oh, Lord. All right, well, our next match, we have DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, with the Brolic Diamond Doll, and he's taking on Terry Taylor. And my
one
God, who the hell is this Diamond Doll? Because this chick, she look like Camille.
Yeah, she did. I was looking at
buff.
him like, this couldn't have been one of the girls that Moolah had under her fucking stable, because she looked like she'd have knocked out Moolah for anything she wanted.
For real. Ragdoll move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no idea.
And for those that don't know, Moolah back in the day had control over most of the female wrestlers that came in any industry. So for me to say that, unless she was like Alundra Blaze or one of them girls, she wasn't going to get no love unless she get a cut of that Moolah.
In layman's term, Moolah was a pimp.
basically.
Joe.
Moolah was a pimp. Pimping ain't easy, player.
Sad though. No, who is this chick?
I couldn't find her because you type in Diamond Doll, the only thing pops up is Kimberly Page, so I had no idea.
Yeah, back in those days, the Diamond Dolls that he brought to the ring were truly random.
He was like Triple H back in the day. All these damn random.
They were
chicks.
truly random.
Local hoes from the strip club.
Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, well,
Bobby's eye though.
Bobby was on one this damn show.
Oh my god.
He was on one this show.
Toots.
Hey.
Hey, Toots! Hey, Toots! Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Bobby was coming close to some charges.
Oh, yeah. He didn't care.
he was damn close.
I was looking to see if he had anything in his cup. Only thing I seen was that Diet Coke can. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
This is his first pay-per-view for WCW.
He was acting like there was some brown liquor in that Diet Coke can.
Could have been.
He was in a rare form. He was very inspired during this show. It was his first show, so there you go. But
Yeah.
This is why Bobby's still, to this day, held in such high regard. Though, granted, some of the things he said wouldn't probably pass the smell test, but oh my god, what a character!
Yes. Well, this match, Terry Taylor, he got busy in this match.
He did.
But it was another long match. That's what I thought.
It's funny. I've seen Diamond Dallas Page for so long that I forgot that at one point he looked like that.
He looked older right there, actually.
He's just like this big hulking dude with. Yeah, it's like you see him now, and literally like from the time when he got his real push all the way through the end of his career, and he like that guy versus this guy is like.
It's almost like he's reverse aging, almost like The Rock. Them two guys.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah, it's weird. How the hell do you guys do that?
Yeah.
But
This match is nothing special to me. That's what I thought.
No.
But Terry Taylor, he wins the match by throwing DDP into the turnbuckle, and then he followed up with a roll-up.
Oh,
Nothing
I
special
gotta,
whatsoever.
I gotta say, Diamond Dallas Page punch though to Terry Taylor.
Oh yeah.
It connected so flush. I said, "Oh, okay," and I could see why they were like, "Let's keep Dally around. He's showing some flashes of some brilliance right there." Like they say, you got to make it look good.
Yeah.
So,
He definitely did.
Yeah.
this is rookie year right now, right?
Yeah.
When he officially started as a wrestler, and
94.
stopped being a manager.
94.
And now remember, guys, 5 years from now, he's gonna be doing this, holding up that gold.
3 years after this, he heats up.
Yeah,
Starts warming up.
like Dusty said, if you ain't trying to go for the gold, then why the hell you up in this business for, baby?
That's
Then
right.
get out.
So, at this point, we're going to take note. We've had a victory by a kick in the head. We've had a victory by a Luthez press.
Literally.
We've had a victory by, let's see. Yeah, we had the victory by the roll-up. And
roll-up.
we had a match that didn't even happen yet. So, yeah, we're on fire so far.
Yeah. Well, after this, we see Mean Gene Okerlund. He's interviewing Ollie Muffler. John, who the hell is Ollie Muffler?
You know, when you said that, Ollie Muffler, it's like A-L-I. Like, no, his name, it's like Oliver. So like
So
Oliver.
he's saying his car is broken down, so I need a muffler.
In Dutch.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, just WCW
I
once
got-
again bringing on random people onto the show. But this guy was, you know, probably a
Plátano
representative.
just got BDC to crack.
No cough button for BDC. No idea who this guy is. He's just, you know, wrestling was popular all over the world. So this is just one representative, and this guy was very nervous, didn't know what to say. He's like, "Let me ask you a question in English."
Yeah, he decided to talk in German because he didn't really know what he wanted to say in English. It was great.
That's fine.
What did Bobby say? I know what he said. You didn't read the subcaptions? Or something like that he said? Oh, man. And Bobby the Brain Heenan, man.
Could have been worse. His
Bob.
name could have been Otto.
Good old Bob.
Bon.
Yeah.
Otto.
Good
Bon.
old Bob.
Well, after this, we see Johnny B. Bad, and he's going to take on Jimmy Jam Garvin, and he finally found some trunks. And like I said, Jimmy Garvin at this time looked like a state trooper with a haircut. He looks completely different without the long hair. He hasn't had a match in 2 years. He retired, got his pilot's license. Now he's back. And at this time, this is his final appearance in WCW, if you guys didn't know that.
This is his final appearance?
In WCW, yes.
My man came in looking like late Freddie Mercury.
Wow. Well, where would he go after this? Would he go to the E as an agent, or he just disappeared?
I believe he went to like GCW or not GCW, Global Force or something like that.
Oh.
He won the tag titles one more time with Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and that was it for him.
Oh yeah, because PSAs would go to the WWE in like another year.
Doc Hendricks. Yep.
How old was Michael PSAs at this time? He had to be in like early 30s.
Shit, he probably.
He looked
60.
older, but yeah, he looks older.
He
But
always look older.
But the guy was very young, and when he started right when the Von Erichs were, and they were making crazy money down in Texas.
Hell yeah, we definitely got to check that out one day. John,
Yeah,
Von Erichs, Freebirds,
Bash Street, USA.
No.
the Claw. All right, well, this match right here, this was a different type of Johnny B. Bad match because he wasn't the high-flying, showboating Johnny B. Bad. He showed that he could actually wrestle. Mm-hmm. He was a great technical wrestler, and he was a bad man.
Yep.
And during this time, Michael Hayes just sitting on the ring apron, not the ring apron, the ramp. And I like
sitting
that.
in his wheelchair on the ramp. Yeah.
I always liked that. WCW had the ramp. That shit was cool back in the day. AEW does it every now and then, but I like that joint. And Michael Hayes just sitting in the wheelchair, just talking trash the whole damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you guys were watching, were you expecting PSAs to get out of the chair and cause some type of interference?
I thought so. I thought that was going to happen, but no, we didn't see that.
I was expecting that too because the injury. I was like, it's setting them up, and then nothing. I'm like, oh wow, they really let this one go.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Maybe they didn't have an idea what to do with Johnny B. Bad with Michael P.S. Hayes afterwards, because like you said, Garvin was going to be gone by then, so it wouldn't make any sense to continue a story if you don't have a proper direction for that.
Right.
But I mean, you still had Hayes. I would have still done something with him.
He did. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby.
Oh my God.
Hey, hey, Mike. Them two yelling back and forth. Oh my God. Them two were entertaining, just having them out there like that. But it was actually a decent match.
Yeah.
You know, for Garvin being gone for 2 years, Johnny, you know, he did all the work and he definitely sold. And when he hit him with that damn uppercut, I'm like, damn, that shit looked believable. Oh my God.
You know why? Because it was.
Yeah, because he's a Gold Glove boxer.
2 times.
The kiss that missed, it missed, and he hit him with the uppercut. Sunset flip, 1, 2, 3, match is over. And after the match, Johnny, he goes after Michael P.S. Hayes, but Jimmy Garvin, he throws his ass in the ring, hits Johnny B. Bad with Michael's boot, then he hits him with a stunner, also called the 911, and that was it. That's your last, footage of Jimmy Garvin inside WCW.
That's crazy.
What do you guys think about this match?
John?
I like watching matches where you see a move and you're like, why, someone should use that now. Someone, I don't know who, and maybe it'd be even better if you said, that, Will Ospreay should use that move, or Jey Uso should use that move. But yeah, someone should use the top rope sunset flip as a move today. Why not? It worked back in the 90s.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mark Merrow looked good, and you can just imagine like like if they didn't fire everybody, like I said, these were the Attitude Era stars. You know, Austin and Mero and these guys. Like he could have been one of those guys that were, you know, a top face. There was this poster for WrestleMania 12, and it had 5 people on it. It was, you know, Brett, Shawn, Diesel, Undertaker, and Razor. And I love that poster. It was just a poster in the WWF magazine, the one that Dom doesn't have. And it's I love that poster. I'm like, these are the top guys in the WWF, and that's cool. You know, the top faces, really. And every company should have that. Like your 5 top faces, or it could be, you know, some heels, a rotating category, and they do that. You know, they do, on the cover of a program or a magazine or the arena poster. They do that sometimes, but they put so many people on there, it loses meaning. You know, it's like, what's Liv Morgan doing on there? But you know, Johnny B. Bad could have been one of those WCW faces if they saw it that way. You know, it's like, here's our stars. You know, Hogan. So anyway, Johnny B. Bad was looking really good. Jimmy Jam Garvin, really was retired. He looked very tired, but he did a great job up until toward the end. He was losing steam though, for sure. I was interested in seeing Michael Hayes and Johnny, and I don't know why they didn't do that match. And yes, the interaction between Michael P.S. Hayes and Bobby Heenan was quite funny, even though he's wearing the Confederate flag wheelchair.
Yeah.
But yeah, not bad at all. It was an entertaining match.
Yes. All right. Well, after this, we see Mean Gene again. Mean Gene, he getting paid by the appearance, and he's backstage, and he's determined to go into Vader's locker room, and we hear a louder noise in Vader's locker room. We see Vader backstage swinging the chair, and he threw the chair at the door and said, "No interviews."
Yeah.
But our next match is for the TV title. We have Lord Steven Regal, your television champion, taking on the enforcer Arn Anderson. And we have Michael Buffer out here. And you know when Michael Buffer's out here, you know what I say? You know it's a big fight.
Yep.
And William Regal, he was getting busy. It was a pure technical match. I enjoyed this match. Arn did everything that he can. He hit him with the power moves, knee him in the gut a couple times. But they just kept on going. This match went damn near a half hour.
Yep.
You don't even see that on, you know, Saturday night, Nitro, whatever. Usually a TV title match is like 10, 15 minutes. They went 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really technical affair. I did find it comical that Sir William hits Arn Anderson in the throat with an umbrella, and then the match went another 10 minutes after that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you know
the referee
jab
was,
somebody
right?
in the throat that's usually signed for a match should end now, but nope.
You know who the referee was, right?
Randy Anderson.
Yes, it was Randy Anderson. He kept missing all the calls, everything that just happened.
Everything.
Yes. But it was an interesting match, and
Yeah.
It was like, I'm not going to compare it to the Iron Man match between Shawn and Brett.
Not even close.
It definitely started off slow, but that last, 2 minutes, it definitely picked up.
Yep.
Arn hit the spine buster, but he ran out of energy. He couldn't, get the pin.
I'm still trying to figure out how he reversed the sunset flip and then was able to keep Arn Anderson down by holding onto an umbrella like this.
He got teabagged.
Bruh. All the more reason he should have got out of it.
Now
He wasn't holding on to the ropes. He was holding onto the umbrella. And I'm like...
He didn't have the leverage from the ropes, but it was far enough to where Randy Anderson's eyes weren't going to catch him getting that leverage.
Yeah.
That's what happened. But it was... Actually, as of now, it was the best match of the night, I would say. I'm not sure how that fit. It was definitely a long match, but I'm not sure how the fans in 1994 really, took it. I'm not sure if you guys heard the audio. There was one lady in the front row come on, you son of a bitch, get up. Like she was just cursing the whole storm. Like, I heard that shit. I picked that up. And everybody just sitting there like,
I don't think that style really was congruent for that time. I mean, guys nowadays were more of the hardcore fans. On AEW, that would be, this is awesome, fight forever, blah, 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 whatever chant is going to have. But nowadays, at that time, I think they were just looking for those big match feels. It's like Hogan and Andre. Where it's just like big characters, give me a couple moves. Don't move around too long, 5-10 minutes.
I want to see somebody die, things like that.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
This match definitely didn't take place, or shouldn't have taken place in 1994. It should have been like a quick 10, maybe 12, 15-minute match, and it'd been good.
I think it really that people didn't really start to appreciate that until the cruiserweights really came.
Yes.
Until the cruiserweights really came to being, and they started to really showcase. That's when people started to really appreciate the really highly technical matches. I mean, it was really a good one, but just out of time. Out of time as far as the era that it should have been in.
Now, I got a question. I know we did a previous podcast where Regal had a similar match where he had an extended time limit. Was it against Johnny B. Bad, if I could recall, or somebody else? And it was like similar circumstances where Regal was dominating the whole time, and in the last 2 minutes, Regal was almost like looking like he was going to lose, but the time limit just cut off at the 1 second.
It might have been Johnny B. Bad for the TV title.
I just want to, I believe that's what we saw. So that's why when I saw that, it just reminded me of that match.
It's hard to find some hardcore Ring of Honor fans around nowadays. But when Nigel McGuinness was the Pure Wrestling Champion, the Pure Championship had its own set of rules. He held it for like a long time. I think almost a year or something like that. And he was known as taking advantage of all the rules, because some of the rules of the Pure Championship was you're only allowed 3 rope breaks. After the 3 rope breaks don't count. So you can just hold on and cheat forever. There was probably something silly like no closed fist or something like that. But then Nigel became known as, the Pure Wrestling, the Pure Wrestling Champion. So William Steven Regal here, he was always, even in the Nitro era, he was always hugging on to that television title. And he became like a master of those rules. This was the reason why it was a long match. I don't know if they made it no time limit or something like that, but it's because I think they had 2 time limit draws for the TV title already. Okay. So they're like, all right, let's make this timeless, Tony. So that was the explanation for having such a long match. But yeah, Regal, he could just be a master of the TV title rules, which I don't know what they were. I just knew on TV they're supposed to be 10 or 15-minute matches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So it would fit within the commercial break, so you didn't have to take a commercial break. Or you guaranteed a TV time on Nitro or Saturday night. That's the idea of it. That's the idea of a TV title. Ring of Honor introduced that during the COVID years. And I don't know if it's still around. I think Samoa Joe is the longest reigning TV champion in recent history.
Yeah, he was. And then he said, all right, I'm done. AEW title.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. But no, yeah, these 2 guys, William Regal, Steven Regal, always, he is what he is. He's a good wrestler. He's not very spectacular, but he's a solid wrestler, a solid hand. You have Arn Anderson. Same can be said about him, and you put these 2 guys together, except for the fact that the majority of his career, Arn Anderson was a heel. So having him rah, 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 sis, boom, bah, it's a little bit of a change of pace for the fan. But, he could definitely pick it up towards the end of the match, and that's what happened. And so, Arn Anderson, babyface Arn Anderson. Who would have thunk?
Crazy.
Yeah, so Regal wins. All right, our next match is for the tag titles. We have Cactus Jack and Mad Max Payne taking on the Nasty Boys, Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags. And the Nasty Boys are your tag team champions. And Max Payne, he kicked off the match. He threw knobs in a German suplex. Surprised everybody. Like, oh, this looked pretty good. And then Payne, he looked pretty strong this whole damn match. He was getting busy, and they tagged in Cactus. Cactus got busy. And then Bobby the Brain Heenan, y'all might like this. He said, I'm out of here, Tony. I got to call Lloyd's of London. It's funny. Wrestling fans didn't know about Lloyd's of London, and Bobby mentioned that shit back in 1994. You guys want to, get into detail what Lloyd's of London is?
Yeah, the Lloyd's of London was basically like Aflac for wrestlers back in the day. So if they suffered an injury, the Lloyd's of London would send these guys checks to not wrestle, basically.
Rick Rude.
You can have an appearance on TV, but you cannot wrestle. You cannot physically take a bump on TV. So that's what the Lloyd's of London deal was. I need something like that for the city. You know of anything like that, Dom?
Affleck.
That don't work.
You get hurt, you get reimbursed.
Yeah. Still got to work.
You ride around with a bad thumb. You'll be all right. Anyways, these guys are getting busy. And we got one point where Brian Knobbs, he ripped off the mat off the floor, and Cactus Jack was on the ring apron. And Jerry Sags basically like shoulder tackled Cactus Jack, and he went flying on the ring floor, or on the floor itself, concrete. And then Knobbs picked him up and just threw him. His head just hit back on the barricades, steel barricades, and Cactus was spitting up blood. I'm trying to figure out how the hell he spit up blood, because you can't fake that whatsoever. But that was legit. Yeah. Mick Foley, he did everything in his name to try to get himself over, because you want to see that type of bump from a regular guy. Mm-hmm. So he fell off the barricade, fell off the ring apron, dove off the ring apron with that diving elbow. He did a lot of unique things like that just to get over, and he got over, but look how he's living now.
He is now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And was it really worth it?
For the love of the game, baby. For the love of the game. I know he probably says sometimes he would never do it again, but come on, man. Mick. Hey, Mick. You know what you gotta do. Get in the ring. Take the bump. Not just one bump. The big one. Yes. And you'll be immortalized.
Yeah, she take the big bump while Max Payne hit Nas with a painkiller, what Mick Foley needs. And then Sags grabbed that damn guitar, smacks the hell out of Max Payne, and ding, 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 disqualification.
Yep.
Yeah.
Max Payne and Mick Foley, or Cactus Jack at the time, wins, but the Nasty Boys, because of disqualification, retains the tag team titles.
I don't know if that was a good decision in a way, but at the same time, if you want to keep the titles on the Nasties and not have to hurt Mick and Max Payne's momentum, whatever it was at that time, it's a good way to avoid that. So,
right,
50-50 for me on that decision. Even though damn near Knobs got hurt from that over the head suplex.
Yeah, his arm went real limp.
Yeah, when you see somebody do the crab thing, you're like, yeah, you got to double check on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that one, Don?
Yeah, ain't nothing you can do about that. Shit happens in the business, and it is what it is. But
I was expecting a receipt for that, but I think Knobs didn't have the energy or the strength to do anything.
He couldn't do it. He definitely couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. That's why he probably got hit with that damn guitar. Or, Sag brought out the damn guitar.
That first guitar shot felt kind of personal.
Yeah, that was more of a, you messed up, so you got to eat this. And I'm pretty sure Max was like, yeah, I know I screwed up.
Which is kind of why they didn't disqualify him until the second one, which made no sense to me, but okay.
Yeah.
It was like Cracker doing the first one. It was like, hey, oh, that's it. You hit him the second time, DQ. It's like,
yep. What are your thoughts on that one, John?
It seemed kind of short. The whole match, it was just, maybe because it was moving, with so many moving parts to it.
13 minutes.
yeah, it just seemed like compared to the TV title match, I was like, man, this is a sprint. But yeah, definitely Brian Knobbs getting well, so many bad bumps in this match from everyone involved. Brian Knobbs and Mick Foley in particular. But yeah, this is just the most appropriate match for these guys. And hey, they delivered what you would expect them to deliver. So good stuff. Like I said, I just thought it was a little short, but that's okay.
This match, it does matter, even though it was short. All right, well, after
you guys they couldn't do anything with Max Payne and Cactus Jack. Jesus, these morons.
They did. They were tag champions at one point.
And they carried that momentum all the way to being fired.
What's his name? Mad Mountain Rock, WWF?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Madman Rock, something like that.
On one of those 1995 Raws, his the backing track of him playing guitar was Draws's and Albert's theme music.
Anyway. Good old Man Mountain Rock.
Yeah. All right, well, after this, we have the first Thunder Cage match. Thunder Cage is just a giant cage.
Yep.
And we have a 6-man tag. We have Ravishing Rick Rude, Stunning Steve Austin, Paul Orndorff, and the Colonel, Robert Parker, taking on Sting, Dustin Rhodes, and Flying Brian Pillman. Obviously, Sting's beefing with Rick Rude. Yep. Dustin Rhodes is beefing. Dustin Rhodes probably just there, just like Paul Orndorff. And Flying Brian, he's beefing with his former tag team partner of the Hollywood Blonde, Stunning Steve Austin.
I believe Steve was the U.S. champion at this time, so Dustin was beefing. He had a rivalry with Austin, so I think that's what it was. But he still had a bone to pick with Flying Brian.
Yeah, but we ain't see no damn titles out there. Cause Rick Rude was a champion too. Who's the WCW International Champion or something like that?
I had to look that up because I was like, wait, they're saying he's recognized by WCW International as the champion, and come to find out, it was a case of WCW basically separating from NWA. Yes. They still had the big gold title, so Rick Rude was recognized as the
International
WCW International World Heavyweight Champion. Would have been Ric Flair, but they didn't acknowledge his championship anymore. The NWA didn't. So
terrible.
Ended up being Rick Rude. That title lasted a whole year before they finally retired it. But at the time, Rick Rude had it, even though he didn't technically have it with him. There were no titles down there at all.
Yes, well, this fight got pretty busy. Brian Pillman got busted open early. They was working on him, and it was like I said, it was just a fight. It was kind of weird for a cage match. You have to tag yourself in, or you have to get tagged to get inside the ring. It was kind of different. It's 1994. It is what it is. But the finish of the match, we see Sting gorilla press Brian Pillman onto Stone Cold or to Stunning Steve Austin, and they get the win.
Yep.
Man, I gotta say, during the matchup, it seemed like Brian was more of a babyface than even Sting. His comeback was so the crowd just went ballistic, and I'm just sitting there and watching TV. I'm like, that's for Flying Brian. That's not for Sting. That's not for Dustin. That's for Brian Pillman.
Yep.
And my thoughts were, if this guy was 6'4", and had that same body, maybe he could have been recognized or gone down as one of their champions. But in the wrestling business, if you're not a big guy, the title is not for you at that time.
Especially in the early 90s.
Yeah. Brett would have obviously break through and make a change for the guys like our size, but well, Flair in a way too, because Flair was only about 6 feet, but his stature was so much bigger than that. His character was beyond that. But when I saw that, I said, Brian could have been a made man from that alone.
And unfortunately, by the time he would have been able to get that recognition, he had gone full loose cannon. So at that point,
it was
you weren't getting that out of him anymore.
He already got the accident too, right? Or that was during WCW. I mean ECW.
Well, I mean, that was what, late 90s?
Mid 90s. So this is 94 right now.
No, but I'm saying by the time when you started to see like the Shawn Michaels, the Bret Harts, and stuff like that, really, and they really started putting the World Heavyweight Championship on smaller guys. You're talking late 90s. So by that point, he's already the loose cannon. He's not Flying Brian anymore. He's the loose cannon now.
I believe at this time Bret Hart is the champion over on WWF. If not, it's going to be Yoko. Around that time, Bret's already a 2-time champion.
Yeah, but it's though we seem to have lost someone.
It's all good. Let's continue going. But by then, I think Bret's a 2 or 3-time champion, and if I recall correctly, so Flair was champion here. Mach's probably making the jump over to WCW right after the International and the WCW title are united.
Yeah.
So,
But after the match, Sting gets drug out of the ring by Rick Rude.
Yep.
And it looks like Rick Rude is just trying to get out of the ring, or get out of the cage rather. Sting follows him and eats a mouthful of cage. Then Rick Rude hits him with the Rude Awakening outside on the mat, and then the match is over. They get out of there and they leave Sting laying, which was hilarious to me because literally it was just like the match is over, Flying Brian's celebrating, and then all of a sudden Sting is getting drug out the ring. I'm like, wait, well, what? Wait, what happened? So, but it was, I thought it was a decent match. Like I said, I was really surprised by the pop that Brian Pillman got. Like I knew for sure that was going to be the Sting pop, but it actually wasn't. It was Flying Brian's pop.
Yeah.
And I guess at that point in time, the Hollywood Blonde split was really, really fresh. So that may have played a lot into it. Because, I mean, Dustin Rhodes had his moments, too, where he went in there, he was getting a pop, but it was nothing like that. Same with Sting. But... Error!
Well, before we get to this main event... Well, actually, first of all, John, what were your thoughts on what was going on in the match?
It was great. Now, time for the main event. I thought it was too short. Also, it's just the show is building. It's just like, it just took a long time to get here. And then when it's there, it's like it's a lot of action. It's a thing everyone's popping and cheering and going crazy for. And then next thing you know, you're having too much of a good time and it's over. That's what I thought. But another fun one, another good one. I never had a chance to drag, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Before we get to this main event, guess what I got? Pro wrestling.
Hey!
It's that time of year or time of month.
That time of the by month. Where we open Pro Wrestling Crates, Pro Wrestling Tees, Pro Wrestling Crate.
What's the theme for this month? Was it for January or for February?
It says for January.
Okay.
Ooh. Spoiler alert. The next box will feature Sting, Darby Allin, and Eddie Guerrero. And
Nice.
one more guy, Dom, your favorite. He'll stab a mother no matter what he does. New Jack.
Oh, I'll say who?
New Jack is going to be featured in the next crate
That's a random ass crate.
in the month of March. So, let's see. For the month of January, we're going to start off with a mini Godfather Micro Brawler.
Oh, that's hot. I like that. That's hot.
He looks like he'd get Undertaker to break character.
And it,
You know
if,
you
and
love
it-
hoes.
And if you don't pay his hoes, there'll be a guy to get the money because he's your repo man. All right, what else we got in here? We got oh great, we got a Ricochet pin. Wasn't a Samantha Irving, so whatever.
I'm gonna throw that out. John might want that though.
We have an Outrunners bandana. What the hell?
Oh, let me get that.
I don't know. This looks pretty good.
Let me get that. You don't even know who the Outrunners are.
No, you might get that one down.
Yeah, let
I'll
me
give
get
you
that. AEW. I like the Outrunners.
May not watch AEW once. Outrunner.
Max.
No, I heard they were cool and they're popular.
For the autograph of this crate, I got
Thunder.
Staniski.
Throw that shit out. Kick it.
It wasn't my fault, you don't say.
That you got this autograph in your box.
I heard he makes a good steak.
All right, for the T-shirts. Oh, and also got a Pro Wrestling Tees friendship bracelet.
I got that too. Cure for Connor.
All right.
Around here
The
somewhere.
final two. The number one. We got a retro Hot Rod T-shirt.
You know?
You.
Hot God.
Hot bod.
Oh, I forgot. I got an Orange Cassidy sticker.
Hope.
You should put that on the back of your truck.
It's actually not a bad idea. Oh man! And of course,
Put
a
it
new
on.
Kenny Omega T-shirt.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, yes.
Omega.
Dope. What do you do with all this collection stuff?
Let's see. We got King Haku. We got Robert Gibson. So they're all around the damn studio.
I would change the studio every month. All these damn stuff you have. I'll change the flag down and everything. Just keep rotating.
I'm not doing all that. It's too much work.
Like February's here, Black History Month. Get all the black stuff out. Or no, put the all black stuff in.
All my T-shirts are black.
My gums black.
I hate Whoopi Goldberg's black lips.
The back of Forrest Whitaker's neck.
Make sure you come check us out for the live viewing of Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
All right, get to this main event.
All
That'll
right,
be the
it's
greatest
main-
watch along of all time.
Yeah, it's the main event. It's another Thunder Cage match. We have the Nature Boy Ric Flair defending his WCW title against Big Van Vader with Harley Race in his corner. And we have the boss, your special referee. Who the hell is the boss? Let him know.
Big Bubba Rogers. He is Big Boss Man.
He
Man, I
is
love
Ray
names.
Trailer.
He
He
is
changed
the
his
Guardian
name by the
Angel.
time Bash of the Beach rolled around. Here is the Guardian Angel.
He is the guy that cooked Pepe and fed it to Al Snow.
You like that? You like that? How you like that, boy? It's your dog.
Oh, man, yeah. Yep.
You want some leftovers? I still got some left.
He said, oh, this is good. Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus. What
Yes, so...
Rivalry.
So when this match started, before the match started, they showed how this feud began, and they
Yep.
showed Flair basically fucking up Ric Flair, and
Vader.
everybody's trying to interfere. Or excuse me, where Vader trying to fuck up Ric Flair, and yeah, how everything
Yeah.
just took place. So now we're here at Super Brawl in the Thunder Cage, where we have law enforcement. If anything happens, the boss is gonna take care of it.
That worked well.
That worked well. My man got handcuffs.
Yeah, fiddling around with that. He's like, I can't.
He got handcuffed.
Oh,
Harley Race took the damn key. And they double teamed Ric Flair, Harley Race, and the boss. And then Arn Anderson, what do I do? What do I do? He's banging on the cage, trying to get in. Shit. Yeah, he says shit. And then Ricky Steamboat with the damn chair, just trying to hit the damn door, trying to break the lock.
The lock is this fucking big, and he's trying to hit it with a chair. This big.
I'm like, what? Like, really?
Come on, you
I'm
guys know
thinking-
what that's like. Jesus.
I'm like, come on, Dragon, climb up that damn cage, do a crossbody. There you go. No, that didn't happen.
Wait, but didn't the cage have a top on it?
No.
No, but it had like some of these.
It
like,
had like a slope.
Yeah, a slope
So
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a
was
typical
almost-
cage.
It was almost like a Thunderdome, like a Mad Max Thunderdome thing.
Yes, a thunder
Yeah,
cage,
Max.
if you would.
Thunder cage. There you go. Yeah, but Ric Flair, he got a lot of balls. He was bringing the fight to Vader.
Yep.
Those
Especially in the
punches,
beginning.
he came out throwing them punches and working punches. That shit makes me crack up every single time.
Yeah.
After hearing Ric Flair, or after hearing what Eric Bischoff say that.
What did he
Yeah,
say?
he just showed him off. He didn't even touch me. I'm just watching. I like to watch Flair's punches now. Like, it looks so
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah.
Him
Yeah.
doing this to Vader. He doesn't wrestle that way, you know. This is like him as a babyface, I guess, or maybe it's just because Vader is his character of a big
Yeah.
brute. But yeah, Ric Flair was wrestling a style not a style that he usually does. So that's why it's more entertaining than usual.
It was.
Fellas, question: who had the softest chair shot, Hogan or Flair?
Flair.
Hogan.
Oh my God! I seen
Hogan.
that shit. Ah, ding.
And he had heavier chairs too, so the fact that he made him that light, just yeah.
Oh my
Flair.
God!
I'm gonna have to go with Gerald Briscoe.
He was an option.
I'm still going. I'm going with the Hulkster.
Oh
Just-
man!
F you, B.
Like the moment I saw the chair, I was like, oh, he gonna kill somebody with them chairs. And the fact that he was just like, I'm like, okay, you know what?
I saw the cushion on it too. I said,
Yeah.
oh,
That was like all the more reason he should be wailing on him. It got
Yeah,
cushion,
yeah.
damn it.
Yep.
Put some life in them shots.
But yo, shout out to Vader. Vader, he was impressive. Besides doing all the
Yeah.
power moves, went on that top rope, went for the moonsault. He missed, but he damn near landed on his feet. That's
Yep.
400 pounds. You doing that?
My man did the my man did the Marvel landing, and I was here for it. I was like, okay, you got that.
yeah.
One of the greatest big men of all time. I said that before.
Yep.
Vader.
Maybe number one.
You might be. Not in WWF though.
But
Thank you a lot, Sean. You jerk.
I'll give Ric Flair credit. I'll give Ric Flair credit because, of course, they talked about his back from his accident. So when he took that off the top rope suplex, and he just looked like he just died right there, I was like, he's selling this like a champ.
That was flush.
He
That was
he
flush.
literally landed flat. There was no bounce. He was just done right there. I was like, okay, yeah, he got that. He got that. He was like, nope, I'm not even trying to move at this point. Nope, not trying.
That's
at
why
all.
Flair is the GOAT, bro. He's the GOAT. That's
Yeah.
where Sean gets it from. You gotta sell. Abel says all the time, you have to sell.
Yep.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh.
Yep.
Yep, that's just how it is.
Yep.
Entertaining match. I'm curious to see what happened after the fact. I'm not sure where they went down. You know, what was it? A spring stampede is the next pay-per-view, you want to say?
Yes.
Well,
The,
and I
the
mean,
gayest poster of all time. I don't know if
You can't say that, John.
with the
Vader-
lamest poster
Vader
of
had
all
his
time.
rights.
No, it's just like they showed it. They showed it somewhere, and that's all right. They just have like horses running at the bottom of the poster, and just two guys, probably thunder and lightning, just grappling each other for like 5 minutes straight. You know, so. But yeah, that's right, man. They made everything because they had Turner. They had like the MGM Studios to play with, so they could come up with all these funky set designs and commercials because they had access to it.
Oh, we gotta go. We might have to do this next month or Spring Stampede.
Uh-oh.
You pick it.
I might have to because the match I wanted to talk about is on here. I'm looking at the card for Spring Stampede 1994. This takes place on. When did the hell this
Saturday
take place?
April.
April 17, 1994.
Oh, so we can wait for April.
Yeah, we wait for April, yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
You want to know something funny? I'm looking at a dark match. Do you guys remember the name Danny Bonaducci?
Sounds
What?
familiar.
Ain't he an actor?
Yeah.
He had a match. He had a dark match.
Oh, wait, the redhead kid?
Yeah. He had a dark match.
He's probably on the radio, and they used to do radio personalities in wrestling.
Him and Jason Hervey buddies at one point.
Wow. I wish they had this on camera. I wish I could watch this. Because the dark match was Danny Bonaducci versus Christopher Knight. Do you know who Christopher Knight is?
Yeah.
He's a Brady.
Yeah, that's
Peter Brady.
Peter Brady.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I think it was a celebrity match that they had that Eric Bischoff was running. I remember him talking about that on his 83 Weeks podcast.
Hey, John, the second dark match, they had Pat Tanaka and Hayato, whatever his name is, Hayato,
Bless you.
versus the Sullivans, Kevin and Dave. So this dude, he transformed. He had dyslexic. Became dyslexic in 2 months? The Equalizer?
I mean, March is Change Your Character Dyslexia Month.
Oh, man. All right, well, the opening match for Spring Stampede 1994 is Johnny B. Bad taking on Diamond Dallas Page and the Diamond Doll. Not sure which Diamond Doll is it, but should be a good one.
That might be Kimberly Baby. She might show up tonight.
And this WCW television title match is actually 15 minutes. Lord Steven Regal defended the title against Brian Pillman.
And Brian Pillman loses.
Correct. Actually, no, it was a draw. Time limit draw.
Well, he lost because he didn't win.
Yeah. But we have a rematch from this show, SuperBrawl IV. We have the Nasty Boys, Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags, taking on Cactus Jack and Max Payne in a Chicago street fight.
Ooh.
Allegedly, this is one of the best matches in WCW history.
I mean, WCW's only around for like 6 years, so.
You shut your mouth.
No, the next match. For the WCW United States Championship, you have Steve Austin taking on the Great Muta.
Ooh.
Wow.
Call me off guard with that one.
Yeah, the match ended by disqualification.
I'll see you later, Taka Michinoku.
For your WCW International World Heavyweight Championship, you have Sting taking on Rick Rude.
Rude wins.
I think I know who wins this
Rude
one.
one.
Sting.
Sting.
Stang.
I said it. In a bunkhouse match, the match I want to relive. Bunkhouse Buck taking on Dustin Rhodes.
The hell
You're
is a
sick.
bunkhouse match?
You need
So
help.
they fight on the 18-wheeler.
No, that's
No,
that's
something
uncensored.
else. Yeah, that's not what it is.
Wait, which one the 18-wheeler one?
Uncensored 95.
Oh, no, wait,
It's the one
no.
that got fired.
No, that was the Blacktop Bully he fought. Never mind.
That's right.
Yep.
That was Darso. Okay, never mind. I take that back. I don't want to watch this shit.
You don't.
I take it back then. Never mind. Well, we also have in the singles match, you have Big Van Vader taking on the Boss. And we have a rematch. Oh, never mind. Not a rematch. We have Ric Flair taking on Ricky Steamboat for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, my God.
He promised him that match.
The finish
Oh, no.
ended in a double pin. What the hell does that mean?
What?
So, are they laying on each other's back? What
Yeah,
the
it was
hell?
the year for it. 1994. Luger and Brett, Steamboat and Flair.
one covers the other, but both pairs of shoulders are on the mat at the same time.
Well, we won't be watching that because that's just 32 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
It happened with Shawn Michaels and British Bulldog at Beware of Dog 1.
Yes.
All right.
Well, Super Brawl's done. We don't care about Spring Stampede 94. We might not even talk about Spring Stampede 94. But next week, oh yeah, guys, happy season 3 of the Doesn't Matter podcast. 3rd season.
Slow
We here.
clap.
We here.
Please make sure to messenger us on Facebook and give us all your offers to host and promote our show. You will get a personalized response from one of us, but probably me, and it will not be so nice and kind. Just kidding. We love everybody.
Yes, we do. No judgment over here. Because it doesn't matter.
Unless you're Spring Stampede 94.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
And you will be judged.
Well, next week, we are taking it back to 1991, 1992, and 1993. The reason why I say that, because we're going to cover Ric Flair's time in the WWF. His first run.
how do you prepare for that one?
Easy. Watch Raw.
Will be
No.
Raw on Netflix.
so basically covering his real world champion reign.
Yes.
Because he is the
Two of
real
them.
world champion.
Royal Rumble 92. Yep.
You know how many times Shinsuke Nakamura won the WWE title? None. You know how many times Ric Flair won it within 3 years? Twice.
It's going to be interesting. So, I got a lot of homework to do.
Woo!
That's my pick for the month of February. And we're also going to take it back to In Your House 6. And we're also going to take it back. We're going to close out the month of February to No Way Out 2001. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Well, John, shut us down.
Well, folks, we'd like to thank everyone for listening to the It Doesn't Matter podcast as we wrap up Season 2, the last episode of Season 2, or the first episode of Season 3. We don't know, and it doesn't matter. But for Poppy Platino, BDC, Strapback myself, and the Notorious One, Dom, we will see you next time.